Hong Kong for sure is a food paradise for gourmets, from cheap street food and fast food to high-end Michelin-starred restaurants. Price can be from 30 Hong Kong dollars to more than thousands of HKD per person. You can always choose one with your budget, with lots of varieties here you can find. There are many of them can be added in your favorite list, with countless numbers of good restaurants in Hong Kong. You must try them when you visit here in Hong Kong or even live here.
香港绝对是美食家的天堂，从便宜的街头小吃和快餐，到高档的米其林星级餐厅，价格从每人30港币到上千港币不等，您可以随意根据自己的预算选择一家。在这里你可以找到很多品种，其中有很多可以添加到您的最爱列表中。香港有无数的好餐厅，您来香港旅游甚至住在这里时都必须尝试一下。
Hong Kong people speak Cantonese language, they are from Canton Province, therefore, local people like Cantonese dishes, which is one of the 4 biggest cuisine in China. They are Beijing food, Shanghai food, Cantonese food and Sichuan food.
香港人说粤语，他们来自广东省，因此当地人喜欢粤菜，这是中国4大美食之一，它们是北京菜、上海菜、粤菜和川菜。
If you are curious about Hong Kong food or if you are hungry now and having a select phobia or lunch dilemma, here I will list some of the most famous Hong Kong food, so you can try one of them or even all of them.
如果你对香港美食感到好奇，或者你现在饿了，或者有选择恐惧症或午餐不知道吃什么，我会在这里列出一些最著名的香港美食，让你可以尝试其中一种或者全部。
Dim sum. Dim sum is definitely the most recommended food to eat while you are ready to try different taste in one meal. Dim sum is the first thing you should try when you come to Hong Kong. All seafood restaurants serve dim sum either in the morning or in the afternoon. The must-try ones are shrimp dumplings, chicken feets, sweet cakes, egg tarts, steamed spare ribs rice, congee, steamed rice rolls, and so many others. A very popular restaurant to have dim sum I would recommend is Tim Ho Wan. It is located in the IFC of Hong Kong in central area. Price is very reasonable and taste is fantastic.
点心绝对是你准备在一顿饭中尝试不同口味时最推荐的食物。点心是你来香港的第一件事，所有的海鲜餐厅都在早上或下午供应点心，必尝的有虾饺、鸡爪、甜饼、蛋挞、排骨饭、粥、包子等等。我推荐的一家非常受欢迎的点心餐厅是天好运，它位于中环的香港国际金融中心。价格非常合理，而且味道很棒。
Claypot rice. This hearty claypot rice dish is very popular when the weather gets colder in the winter. Traditionally, this is for the local people to hit up their bodies when winter comes. You can see long queue in front of the restaurants when it get popular and waiting time could be 1 hour or even 2. Slow cooked over charcoal stoves is used when cooking clay pot rice in a traditional way, because using clay pot to cook the rice, it will keep the taste of the rice in a very hot pot with crunchy and carby crust. Put pork, beef or sausage and vegetable on top with soy sauce make the clay pot rice irresistible. Quan Ki located in Sai Ying Pun is the most popular and money-wise choice for trying this delicious food in Hong Kong.
煲仔饭。这道丰盛的煲仔饭在冬天天气变冷的时候很受欢迎。传统上，这是当地人冬天来的时候的美食。当它流行时，你可以看到餐厅前排长队，等待时间可能是1小时或者2小时。传统方式煮煲仔饭时使用炭炉慢煮，因为用煲仔饭煮饭，它会保持米饭在非常热的锅中的味道、松脆的外壳。将猪肉、牛肉或香肠和蔬菜淋在酱油上，让煲仔饭不可抗拒。位于西营盘的坤记是在香港尝试这种美味食物最受欢迎和最明智的选择。
Goose. Hong Kong locals love goose for its crispy skin and tender, juicy flesh. I would like to introduce a very best restaurant making goose perfectly. You must love it after you try it. But if you get here at 12 p.m. or later, you might face a long queue before you, so better get to the restaurant before 12 p.m. to get your seat. Cam's Goose Restaurant is a famous in town. The Cam family name is synonymous with their famous roast goose restaurant. The restaurant is not big but is owned by the third generation of the family, and he wisely hired his father's former chef to ensure the goose is as crisp and succulent as ever. The goose is a must-try food in Hong Kong. Other place you can visit is Yacht Loc Goose Restaurant, also famous for goose.
烧鹅，香港当地人喜爱鹅，因为它的外皮酥脆，肉质细嫩多汁。我想介绍一家非常棒的完美做鹅的餐厅，尝过之后一定会爱上它。但是如果你在中午12点或更晚到这里，你可能会在你面前排长队，所以最好在中午12点之前到达餐厅。干排烧鹅在香港很有名。干家族的名字是他们著名的烤鹅餐厅的代名词。这家餐厅不大，但由家族第3代拥有。他明智地聘请了他父亲的前任厨师，以确保鹅一如既往的酥脆多汁。鹅是香港必尝的美食。另一个可以参观的地方是益乐鹅餐厅，也是著名的鹅。
Beef noodles. If you are a fan of noodles, you must try the beef noodles in Kau Ki restaurant located in central of Hong Kong. With generations' effort, Kau Ki has honored Michelin 1-star restaurant for years. The beef noodles is their best dish with great taste and cheap price. The only problem may be the size of the bowl isn't very big. If you go there, you might need to order 2, since it is so good and you just can't stop eating. Since the soup is so good since they cook it for long time. Like wonton noodles, beef brisket noodle soup is another fundamental dish in Cantonese cuisine. Beef brisket noodle soup is essentially braised or stewed beef brisket served on top of noodles submerged in a steaming hot flavorful broth.
牛肉面，爱吃面条的你，一定要到位于香港中环的九记餐厅尝尝牛肉面。经过几代人的努力，九记多年来一直是米其林1星餐厅。牛肉面是他们最好的一道菜，味道很好，而且价格便宜。唯一的问题可能是碗的大小不是很大。如果你去那里，你可能需要点2个，因为它太好了，你就是吃的停不下来。他们的汤煮了很长时间，和馄饨面一样，牛腩面是粤菜中的另一道主菜。牛腩面汤本质上是炖或炖牛腩，放在面条上，浸泡在热气腾腾的热汤中。
Hong Kong is surrounded by the sea, with no doubt. Hong Kong is the best place for seafood, different varieties, different restaurants. One of the best place for seafood can be in Sai Kung, where foreigners like the most for its beauty of nature and environment. One of the best Michelin star restaurant is called Sing Ki Seafood Restaurant. They have all kinds of seafood and all different cooking methods. If you want to try seafood, here is the best place for you, you won't be regret.
香港四面环海，毫无疑问，香港是吃海鲜的最佳去处。不同的品种，不同的餐厅，海鲜的最佳去处之一就在西贡。外国人最喜欢这里的自然美景和环境。最好的米其林星级餐厅之一叫做盛记海鲜餐厅。他们有各种各样的海鲜和各种不同的烹饪方法。如果您想尝试海鲜，这里是您的最佳去处，您绝对不会后悔。
Egg tart. Egg tart can be treated as a snack in Hong Kong. People eat it as a cake with tea when they are having their afternoon tea. Egg tart is one of the most iconic Hong Kong cheap snacks, and almost always an impulsive snack to enjoy. That is also why it is always in the recommended list for Hong Kong best food.
蛋挞在香港是一种小吃，人们在喝下午茶时把它当作蛋糕和茶一起吃。蛋挞是最具标志性的香港平价小吃之一，你几乎总有一种冲动要吃它，这也是为什么它总是在香港最好的食物推荐名单中。
To try the best egg tart in Hong Kong, one must not forget Tai Chung Bakery. Tai Chung Bakery was established in 1954. In 2014, to celebrate the 60 years anniversary of Tai Chung Bakery, the brand is well received as the Hong Kong's collective memory. Tai Chung Bakery is a famous and traditional bakery of Hong Kong that is most well known for its egg tarts and Chinese donut.
想尝尝香港最好吃的蛋挞，一定不要忘记大昌饼家。大昌饼家成立于1954年，2014年刚刚庆祝了大昌饼家60周年，品牌广受香港人的集体记忆。大昌饼家是香港著名的传统饼店，以蛋挞和中式甜甜圈而闻名。
Dai Pai Dong. Dai Pai Dong is famous for its cheap and dirty food, being open under the sky. This type of restaurants has a long history in Hong Kong. Despite the cheap and dirty characters, the food taste are great in Dai Pai Dong, since it is well cooked, hot and fresh enough. Most of the local Hong Konger love to visit Dai Pai Dong with friends having food and beer there. New and young generation might be used to having food in an open area, but traditional Hong Kong people do enjoy it a lot.
大排档以物美价廉著称，开在露天的场地。这种餐厅在香港历史悠久，虽然价格便宜，但大排档的食物味道很好，因为它是煮得好，够辣，够新鲜，够热。大多数香港本地人都喜欢和朋友一起去大排档吃东西喝啤酒，年轻一代可能习惯在环境优雅的地方吃东西，但传统的香港人确实很喜欢大排档。
Pineapple buns. A typical Hong Kong or Cantonese snack food for breakfast or tea time with milk tea or coffee. This kind of dessert has a flaky top and soft body, could be found in most Cantonese restaurants and dim sum places. The soft, fluffy roll blanketed in a crumbly, sweet cracklin-esque top made people hard to stop eating it. Sometimes, Hong Kong people also add butter inside to make it more delicious. This is one of the must-try food in Hong Kong.
菠萝包，典型的港式或粤式小吃，早餐或下午茶时间搭配奶茶或咖啡。这种甜品上皮松软，在大多数粤菜馆和点心店都能找到。 柔软蓬松的面包卷包裹在松脆甜美顶部，让人忍不住吃了起来。有时，香港人还会在里面加入黄油，使其更加美味。这是香港必尝的美食之一。
Cam Wah Cafe. Cam Wah Cafe is one of the most famous restaurant for having pineapple bun. Due to the super scrummy topping, the restaurant became the most favorite place for tourists. You will be surprised how many buns they can sell per day in this small restaurant. Most of the time during the day, you can see long queues in front of the restaurant. Then you will know how popular they are. Try this restaurant and you won't regret.
金华咖啡厅是最著名的菠萝包餐厅之一，由于配料超级美味，这家餐厅成为游客最喜欢的地方。你会惊讶于这家小餐厅一天能卖多少菠萝包。白天的大部分时间，你都能看到餐厅门前排长队，然后你就会知道他们有多受欢迎。试试这家餐厅你就知道了，不会后悔。